What will it take?
Are you guys seeing this?
What will it take?
What will it take?
Are you alright? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah.
Because I want my daughter to be safe from abuse.
Because I want my community to be a safe place.
Because our elders deserve respect and safety.
It will take checking in.
It takes compassion.
It takes friends.
It takes reaching out.
It takes courage.
It takes conversations.
It takes support.
It takes stepping up.
It takes standing up.
Saying it's not okay when no one else is doing anything.
It takes being supportive even if it hurts.
It takes communication.
It takes listening.
Talking about family violence.
9 out of 10 residents say they are concerned about family violence in the Northwest Territories, where the level of domestic abuse is almost twice the level in southern Canada. Everyone agrees family violence is wrong, but from year to year, too little changes. Domestic violence can happen to anyone and in any family, but too often it is ignored, excused, or simply denied. And when people see and hear abuse, they often say things like, "Who am I to judge? It's a family matter, and it's not up to me to get involved. It's none of my business," or they may say, "No one got physically injured, so it's not really family violence." So we asked people who have a lot of experience with family violence to tell us how they decide if a situation involves domestic abuse.
You know, it impacts everybody. It's not just a one family issue. I think it's like a community issue.
So if you can't even talk about the reasons why you stay, then you never get to the point of figuring out how to get out.
Some of them have their little card, bank card, and they take it. Sometimes there's just nothing left.
We never knew when they needed police or hospital or something. Our house was always open to them.
We all got to do this together, I think, to move forward.
Yeah, Komodo Ono, Yoko Ono.
Why are we not in Cancun, guys? Can we be in Cancun?
I had the worst day. Never talked to him ever. By giving me fist gestures. They wanted to fight. It was so bad. Are you guys seeing this? This happened last week.
And how the heck what am I supposed to think about that?
Should we say something?
I don't know them that well, but this has happened before, and she was beat up pretty bad and missed a couple days of school.
What will it take?
Hand me the flathead?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Is Glenn going on the trail with us after we get this thing fixed?
I don't know. He's been sticking pretty close to home ever since Maureen moved back in.
I thought for sure they'd never get back together after the last time when he broke her nose.
You know what he's like when he's been drinking. Remember what he did to that guy from Providence?
But she keeps going back. After a while, she's got to help herself, you know? I mean, let's face it. What can any of us do?
I don't know. I don't think it's that simple. It feels wrong to pretend that we don't see it. What will it take? Did you guys see Rob miss that play? I can't believe he missed it.
I know. He was asleep on his skates.
I bet he's going to be off the team soon.
What, are you looking to get his position? That'll be the day.
Oh, come on, guys.
I'm not stupid. You have a pretty easy time. I work all the time while you think you can do anything you want.
Stop it! You're hurting me! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Hey, Jelly Bean, come here. Are you all right? Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, somebody needs to go over there.
No way. We need to stay out of this.
Then we need to call the cops.
What will it take?
The next time you are a bystander to family violence, use this decision-making tool. See, name, do. The things you see or hear will help you decide if abuse is taking place. So when a situation happens, ask yourself what you see. Of course, this includes what people are saying. Try to avoid starting by labeling the situation and the people involved. Focus on exactly what you are seeing and hearing. Now we are ready for step number 2. Based on what you have seen and heard, what name would you give the behavior you have just seen? Before you do anything else, you need to simply name the behavior. What is the behavior you have just seen or heard? If you are clear what you have seen and heard is abuse, you need to name it as such. You can do this privately in your own mind. Share what you think with a friend if another bystander is present, or say the words out loud for everyone to hear. This is abuse. The important thing to remember here is that you're making a judgment on the behavior, not the person involved. There is a big difference in how people, including those involved, will respond. All this brings us to the third step, which is do. This you decide what, if anything, you can do. If you are not clear enough to name the behavior, you should not go to the next step. In that case, it would be a very good idea to talk with a professional about what you have seen and ask for their advice. However, if you are clear that what you have seen and heard is abuse, you need carefully consider what you might do. The first thing to do is to assess the danger level to you and to the people involved in the situation. If there is physical violence or weapons that are involved, the situation is dangerous for both you and the person being abused. If that's the case, step back and ask trained professionals for help. If physical violence is involved, you will need to call the RCMP. When anyone is at risk of harm, don't be afraid to call the police.
Depending on the situation, there's a number of things that can occur if you report family violence to the RCMP. The RCMP will respond to the whatever the incident is. If it's in progress, you'll get an immediate response to ensure that everybody is safe and to ensure that no further violence is occurring. And depending on whether there's a charge as a result of the violence, the person that reports a crime or that is a witness to it may have to testify in court if it goes to a trial. The RCMP can do a number of things. One of the things that we do is prevention. So there are some referrals that the RCMP can make on behalf of a victim or also as an offender. For example, a victim will refer to victim services, who has they're kind of like the gateway to the resources within Yellowknife or within the communities. Most communities in the territories have victim services and are very knowledgeable in the resources that may assist a victim.
If it seems safe to say something, it is important to say it with respect for the individuals involved, particularly the one who is being abused. Before you take any action, you should also try to answer the question, how will this help the person being abused to be safer? It is important for bystanders to learn that it can be more helpful to offer support and help when things have cooled down. It is also important to learn how to help in ways that are supportive without being judgmental. Professionals who work with family violence can be of enormous help. You just need to ask.
It takes you.
And me.
It takes 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 me.
And me. It takes our families.
It takes the community.
It takes all of us.
It takes all of us.
And every one of us.